6.
What stage will they choose? So who will our fighters select?
All right, let's get it.
Our fighters have chosen their characters. The battle is just seconds away.
When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend. I love to break bread, but I'd rather break records.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
This will be a good fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Gets a chance with that jump in. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Projectile to try and change the situation. Goes for the super art. Vulcan Blast! The throw is tech. Drive rush to keep it going. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. So little life left. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. I guess they both like jumping. Who's going to start things off? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Both fighters planning something? Life sets up with the what a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for the jump in. Projectile to try and change the situation. Will the drive parry here open things up for him? Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus frames, making for a potentially high return. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Bops him with a target combo. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Big, low, reaching heavy. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 1 chases them down. Grabs and throws them away. Drive rush to keep it going. They need to rely on their instincts here. Both fighters, a gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Throws a fireball. Big throws. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side kick. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? From low heavy to a quick breather. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player 2 is a super art. Eraser hits. We're gonna see it rain. A real test of nerves with that combo finishes it. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. The low kick connects. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. takes a big gamble and rips out a raw soup, closes out the round with a fireball. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Decides to puff up while they can. Are we going to see some fireworks here? The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Going in? Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Hanging on for dear life. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. That's not gonna hit. Jumps in. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. A jump? Cross-up attack. Player 2 can't let this simmer. Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Next up, stage selection. Our fighters will want to pick the appropriate character for this match. Our fighters have chosen their characters. The battle is just seconds away.
I'm ready for a fight when it's on, it's on. I'm charging like a bull when it's on, it's on.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
This is fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Goes for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Will this super art connect? Player 2 is in a tight spot right now. Throws them to negate the block. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Gets them. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checking their reactions with a fireball? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Knockdown and still slugging it out at this range. Uses the target combo as a filler. Sandblast! Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Just goes for it at this range. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move! Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Oh, whiff the throw. Player 2 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Lots of aggression from both sides. Throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. The Soup KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jump in. Medium kick hit. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Shinku Hadouken! Counting on the super to do the job. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Solid anti-air! Big difference. Springs forward with the drive rush. The engagement here will have a huge connects with the throw. Life lead is overhead. Looking for a hold. A super art. Not much life left, but their drive usage may pay them. Wrecks them. In there. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Zones with the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Tons of drive and health to work with. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? The jump in catches them. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Takes a trip. Life digs in deep to get that drive impact. All right, what's coming up next? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Shinku Hadouken! The super doesn't hit! KO! Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Sandblast! Who's going to start things off? Hits them with a stop and bop. Big throws. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Still scrapping for control of the space. What'll happen here? They're going for the super art? In there! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.